this is such a delightful surprise. You get this role, Olaf, voice role, and it becomes one of the most iconic voice characters in like the unit. It's fantastic. It's great.
It's crazy.
So my question is, I know that you have daughters. How do they react that you're the voice of Olaf? They must go nuts for it. These are young kids, right?
They're young kids, and they don't care. No, they do care. The problem is that kids love to brag about stuff. So they go up to people who don't really need to know this information and tell them that I'm Olaf. And so I was shooting a movie called Pixels in, thank you for the applause, in,
The people have spoken.
Too little, too late.
Too little, too late.
With their silence and anger.
Yeah.
Same Academy voters who apparently didn't vote for Adam Sandler. Thank you. So I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you guys. So we were in Toronto, and my daughters go up to these lovely twin girls who are so well-spoken, and they have these lovely British accents, and my kids are just like clumsy gad children. And they go up, and they're like, hey, guess what? Our daddy is Olaf. And the girls look at them and they're like, oh, that's so lovely. Our father is Roger Federer. I was like, first of all, you guys probably shouldn't tell strangers that. And second of all, we have to go.
We gotta go.
We just lost that match.
Are you ever tempted? Are you ever in a situation where you're tempted to, because you can't get, recognized for the role of Olaf? Can you like get tempted to tell people yourself? Like, are you in a situation where it's like, hey, I'm Olaf. That's me.
So
that's what I would do. I would be in theater saying, you like that? That's me.
I feel like I'd be such a dick if I did that all the time.
Yeah. I know. But that's what I would do.
But this thing.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Guys, I know you're in the middle of a show up there on that stage, but I'm Olaf.
Yeah.
I was actually.
What do you mean you don't have a table? I'm Olaf!
So aggressive. Why is Olaf so mean?
Give me a table before I melt!
I love that I'm still using puns even when I'm aggressively trying to get that table. Right. So I was driving one day, as I do. I drive.
And as one does. Yep.
Thank you so much to all the Pixel fans out there. So I was driving one day, and my friend, my wife's friend, looks at me, and she always loves to like push me, and she goes, look over there, and we see this minivan with this Asian family in it. Not that that matters.
Right.
They're Asian. It could have been anything, but they were Asian. Yeah. And so she looks at me and she goes, look, they're watching Frozen. And I said, oh, that's great. And it had just come out on DVD. She goes, you have to tell them. I said, what do you mean? She goes, you have to roll down your window and tell them who you are.
They're in the car next to you.
They're in the car. They're Asian. They're not small. They're Asian.
I'm saying they're in the car next to you. They pulled up.
I was like, why are they this?
No.
Yes. And so they're in the car next to me, minivan.
Yep.
And so she's like, you're a dick if you don't tell the kids in the back. So I hate this story. So I roll down the window and I start to say, hey, and I just see the wife turn to the husband and go, oh, drive. Window goes up. They literally like run a red light to get away from me.
Yeah.
And I was so mortified.
You know what you have to do then? That's when you really need to chase after them.
Give me my table!